I mean, what is this? Ninjas, drug pushers, my men being kidnapped and murdered? This is really beginning to get on my tits.
Open with it.
No.
Oh, are we?
Yes, now we are. So you can make your highly insensitive to the caucasity, like, comment that you just made. What the fuck?
I don't even remember. What did I say? White people suck? What did I say?
No,
I said
you said that you can say that Flea sucks and can't be on the top 10 basis of all time list because he's white.
Yeah, I said that.
What is happening around here already? Lord Jesus.
Lord
Jesus.
Say it again. I'm starting to notice something.
What are you starting to notice?
That the people, this is bad. That people who have like R.I.P. Beth Chapman from the Dog the Bounty Hunter show,
yeah,
have a slight case of the tism. You know what I mean? Like they're just,
slight case of the tism.
I'm starting to see the demographic of that show,
sir.
The major demographic of that show.
First of all,
I'm just saying,
sir.
What?
First of all, I'm not gonna disagree. No, I'm just playing. No, the best thing ever done with Dog the Bounty Hunter was the fucking South Park episode.
Yeah,
where he's just like, I'm the dude. Like that one. That's as close as I ever got to Dog the Bounty Hunter, because I knew him just because he was, big at that time, but I never watched it.
Mm-mm.
Wait, no. After the South Park episode, I did watch about 10 minutes of an episode because I wanted to see if that joke they made about his wife in the South Park, where it was just her, it was like huge tits with just like a little bit of a head. I wanted to see how accurate that was, but
yeah, she passed away.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That 50. Is Oh no, what's going on with your eyes, bro?
She was 51 years old.
She was an angel? Is that what you're saying?
I didn't say that.
Okay, your eyes made it look like I was trespassing on some holy ground that I should back away from immediately.
If I was Hawaiian, maybe, but like, I don't know. I noticed the other day. It
sounded like you were about to say that you don't mix, which is that where you were going with that joke and you pulled back?
I wasn't.
Okay, I was about to say.
I'll let you know,
bruh. This is the Dumpster Fire Future podcast, by the way, everybody. Welcome. It is episode 12, where we talk about Epstein and America.
What is there to say about Epstein that hasn't already been said?
I think what's already been said is just it's enough. It's enough to have a conversation. You have a guy who's the highest profile, basically, inmate in the country.
Yeah,
he's on suicide watch. You take him off suicide watch, and then he's supposed to have a roommate, so that basically, two people in a thing, so there could be a little bit of accountability in there.
Oh,
his inmate roommate gets transferred the day before.
I have something I'm going to send you something through Facebook message.
Okay,
it's from the New York Times.
Yeah, so the cell's clear. He's in there alone, fresh off of suicide watch, and he's supposed to be checked on every 30 minutes, and they don't check on him for a few hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then they come back and this motherfucker dead. And it's just the perfect storm for a conspiracy. It really is. Because let me state my case.
I don't think there's a conspiracy. I think they just killed him.
Well, see, this is the thing. It's only a conspiracy because nobody knows, and that's important to distinguish. if you were to say that it was
Oh, no, everybody
possible,
knows.
if you were to say that it was possibly straight up negligence, humanity's capable of that. So let's say it's just straight up negligence. Okay, that's a possibility. No, dog, come on. You got to be real. It's always a possibility. But it's also just as much a possibility.
I think negligence is the conspiracy in this case.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, god damn. So look. All I'm saying is it is given some great memes. Like, there's some great memes that are coming out because of this Jeffrey Epstein thing. Like, the person was, we'll get into that in a moment.
So, if you could read what I sent you from the New York Times, because that's fucking funny. It's not even, like, it's not made up. That's a real...
Okay, I'm going to read this to the people, okay? Because I feel like this is the funniest shit ever, okay? So, it's a quote from the New York Times in an interview they did, and it said, "I was the guard on duty. When my shift ended, a new guard came. I'd never seen him before. I said, 'What's your name?' And he goes, 'Steve.' And I said, 'Steve what?' And he looks around for a sec and then said, 'Jail. My name is Steve Jail.' I was Sorry, I'll get through it, I swear. So that's amazing. Sorry. He goes, 'I was tired and that seemed legit, so I left,' said a staff member speaking on condition of anonymity."
Jail. Steve Jail.
"My name is Steve. Look around. I'm in a jail. Steve Jail. That's my name."
I was tired and that seemed legit. So
Seems legit. So,
bro, they had him killed.
dude, you know what? I've said enough. You take over. This is too good. I'm sorry.
Okay. I don't know what to say, so I have no idea. I have no idea what to say. They obviously had him killed. The conspiracy is he actually committed suicide. That's the conspiracy. That's what... They can't hear you? Will or Mighty is gonna die. This is the episode. Mighty finally broke. Steve Jail. Come back in. I'm terrible on my own.
This motherfucker said seems legit.
Seems legit.
What the I'm sorry, guys. I'm crying. This is because I wanted. Oh my god, I wanted to come in on this podcast and I wanted to be like, let's play this even Steven. Let's be like, let's not be so into the conspiracy that we just...
And then you read about Steve Jail.
Oh my god. Holy shit. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry if this is loud in your ear.
Jail.
I just can't help it. This motherfucker said Steve Jail. Lord Jesus. Oh, boy.
Jinx, what I miss, Mighty broke.
Oh my god.
Mighty finally broke.
Bruh, hold up. I'm going to read this to you while I got you, Jinx, because I need you. We're talking about Epstein being killed. And I need you to hear this article.
No. Mighty wanted us to play with the idea that it was negligence and that he actually committed suicide. And then I sent Mighty a New York Times article. And you can go ahead and read that, Mighty.
Okay, so it says, quote, "I was the guard on duty when my shift ended. A new guard came. I'd never seen him before. I said, 'What's your name?' And he goes, 'Steve.' And I said, 'Steve what?' And he looked around for a sec and then said, "Jail. My name is Steve Jail. I was tired and that seemed legit, so I left," said a staff member speaking on condition of anonymity. So this nigga, excuse my language, this nigga showed up and said, "My name is Steve Jail." And the other dude was so tired because that's the other side of the story they've been trying to push, is that it could have been negligence simply because they're understaffed. And so the dude who was on duty was on his 5th overtime shift. And so I get that he was tired, but when he said that one line where he says, "I was tired, so that seemed legit."
It was from New York Times, a New York Times article.
Oh
Sent to me
my!
a text message from my brother.
Yeah, dude, it's a New York Times article. Yo, Steve Jail, bro.
Steve.
That makes
And then
me.
you're like,
That makes me want to do an art stream and try to draw Steve Jail. Just
the guard said after anonymity, whatever.
Anonymity?
I can't say that word. But
Okay.
he gave the interview and he knew. So the guard knew that it was all because of Steve Jail.
Oh my God, Steve fucking Jail.
Steve Jail.
Oh my Jesus Christ. That is one of the legit funniest things I have ever heard. Like, who are you? I'm Steve Jail. Steve Jail. That's my name.
All right, come on, buddy, come on in.
Yeah, because it's like you'd expect that if it was. I'm still trying to hold on to this. Even Steven, play it as it's set up for a conspiracy, but it could just be criminal negligence. Now, when you think of 007 and hitmen and shit like that, you think of some smooth talking, over prepared, suited up, ready for business dude. This motherfucker walked in. Let's say this guy was just a man sent to do a job.
You would think he already had a name, like picked out in his head.
Yeah, you would think he wouldn't be so bad. Like, he'd be good under pressure to where he could just come up. Like, if someone was like, "Hey, what's your name?" I'd be like, "Well, my name's Steven Jacobson. I just came up with that out of nowhere.
I'm Steve Jail."
Yeah, but this motherfucker said, "My name is Steve," looked around, and then said jail. Because he was in a jail. Steve Jail. Seems legit, bro. Yo. Oh my God.
I mean, you wanted to talk about how he could have committed suicide and everything, and that's no.
Yeah, I mean, just because it's just, no matter what we may think, and no matter what everyone is thinking, we don't know. We don't have a tape. We don't have anything yet to
I think we all
prove.
know.
But we all kind of feel it. But I don't want to go too far into crazy town. I don't want to go there.
I think the crazy town is actually thinking he committed suicide. I think that's what crazy town is.
I mean, the only thing that counters that idea is that people who haven't gone to jail and who basically don't. How far is Crazy Town? At least 2 miles up and to the right. So it's not that
next to Neverland.
Like, people have died in jail and people have committed crimes or committed suicide in jail simply from the stress of jail and their life as they have known it, which, depending on the life they're coming from, could be really going from riches to rags. And if you're used to riches, that's a pretty far drop. If you're just a normal dude out here where you're like, well, I mean, I guess I won't have to make those apartment payments anymore. Like, for you, that might just be like, I'm moving into a new spot. But if I'm just saying. I mean, I pay rent too, man.
But you're saying that me going to jail would be like an improvement or something, or it would just be like the same level of, well, actually.
Yeah. Okay. So Bad Grandpa said normally it would be crazy that someone would have a pedophile island, but that is just the starting point.
I mean, look at all the circumstances. So if you look at all the circumstances about his Steve Jail being one of the big ones, but
Steve fucking Jail.
let's remove Steve Jail. Let's pretend it's not real. All right, even though that's really in a New York Times article. A person that used to be a guard in that area, in that place, said, yeah, if he killed himself, there'd be surveillance video. There's no surveillance video.
But not to be no.
What they said.
No, it's not that there's no surveillance video. It's that they don't have video inside of the cell, basically. But that they do have random cameras through the actual hallways, but they haven't released any information on that officially yet.
Okay. You got to take a look at what was he supposed to do Monday? The Monday, this past Monday was supposed to be the day where he came out with a bunch of names because one of the women subpoenaed him for those names.
Yeah.
Which, if you're going to kill yourself, why not take people down with you as one act of, to clear your soul or whatever. The suicide thing seems too convenient. Not to mention that, wasn't it 2 or 3 weeks ago he was found with he faked a suicide, or didn't fake a suicide, but
he was found unconscious from a failed attempt. Yeah,
with bruises all over his body.
Yeah,
I mean that's the warning right there. And then finally and just how many people he knew and how many powerful people he knew. And then Steve Jail, that dude was killed.
Steve Jail, that is now it's very hard. Sorry. It's very hard for me to keep an even Steven on this whole situation, because I wanted to, as for those just getting here, I wanted to come into this and I wanted to be even. I wanted to say that there was just as much of a case, and let's look at the case for it just being criminal negligence, and then let's look at what we all think in the fact that it's probably that he was murdered. But after this New York Times article that I just read to the chat a few moments ago twice, it's hard for me to actually, if that is true, if what the guard who was on duty interviewed by the New York Times, if what anonymously, if that is true, what he said, then it's pretty damn clear that Epstein was in fact murdered. I just
go ahead and read it a third time.
Okay, so we're gonna read it again.
Because it's funny. It's terribly funny.
For those that didn't catch the beginning of the stream, go back because I had to mute myself and let Red take over because I was crying, laughing over here. Okay, so here we go. New York Times. And I quote, "I was the guard on duty. When my shift ended, a new guard came. I'd never seen him before. I said, 'What's your name?' And he goes, 'Steve.' And I said, 'Steve what?' And he looks around for a sec and then said, 'Jail. My name is Steve Jail.' I was tired and that seemed legit, so I left," said a staff member speaking on condition of anonymity.
Steve Jail.
Steve Jail. And the best part of that whole thing was I was tired, so it seemed legit.
Been there. I've been there.
I mean, I think everybody's seen enough movies to know that if you ask someone's name and they go, blah, and then you say last name and they're like,
Well, no, but like
blah.
not all the time. Like I think when something follows something like a movie, we don't actually pick up on it until like it's too late. You know what I mean? Like when it happens in real life, a circumstance that happens in a movie, when it happens in
No,
real
I
life,
don't know what you mean because I catch it all the time.
you catch it all the time.
Maybe
I'm
that's
not
just
saying-
because I'm a movie buff and I live and breathe movies. But when something's feeling like a movie, I immediately pull up the reference.
Oh, okay.
That's
Well,
just me though. I am weird. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't. I don't pay attention. But no, Epstein was murdered. I mean, we can open up the possibility that maybe it was suicide, but to commit suicide before you're supposed to give out the names, which like if you gave out the names, it'd be good karma, I guess. What's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Not karma. It put something good on his soul. You know what I mean? Right? I don't know.
I think you're. I think you. Yeah, I think karma fits it, but
It'd be good juju.
good juju. That's more technical, scientific.
You know, especially
works.
more scientific, especially if you're planning to commit suicide. But you can't just be like, oh, it's a possibility he really did. I mean, I don't know.
The only thing that I've heard new outside of Steve Jail is the idea that there's audio. Now I don't know if this audio came from one of the cameras,
Yeah.
and they're just not releasing said camera footage just yet. But there's audio, and they said before the suicide happened, screaming can be heard from his cell.
Yeah. I did read that they're screaming and shrieking.
To which
So again, like, I don't see why it's a conspiracy. I think it's like, you know.
Which brings back that meme I was talking about. The memes coming out on this shit is golden. The fact that somebody put out makes sense. I mean, I'd be screaming if I found out I was about to commit suicide. God damn. So I'd be screaming.
Seems legit.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you know. Now, who had him killed? Probably the Clintons.
Okay, now this is where we're going to differ.
Really? I mean,
Yes.
I think
No,
honestly, if you want my honest opinion, I think people got on a group conference call and said, "What are we going to do about this?" And then the Clintons handled it. I mean, that's what I mean.
look, I'm gonna put it like this:
She was
there's
a
no
New York senator. Go ahead.
there's no love lost, and I have no allegiance to the Clintons. Okay, I call them the Clinton cartel. Okay, I have no love lost, but to think that they are the tip of the iceberg, I believe to be ludicrous. So whoever is or whatever group is that tip of the iceberg, those are the ones that put it in motion. If it was, I'm still trying to remain balanced. If there was in fact,
Throw that out. Throw that out the window already.
look, I'm just saying, not the Illuminati. Bad grip.
What the fuck do the Clintons have to do or gain from this? Well, Bill Clinton was on the plane with Epstein, fucking little kids on this island. You know.
He was on the plane. We don't know if he was on the plane to the island.
Well, one of the flights.
We do know because if you want to go there, if you want to state that
one of the flights he's on with Kevin Spacey. So
okay, if you want to go there, then I'm gonna say, you know who else was there?
Chris Rock
Trump.
and Trump. Yeah, I mean, I'm not leaving people out either.
No, I'm just saying, like, if we want to go that route, but that's a dangerous route that I don't want to go down.
Why
just
is it a
simply,
dangerous route?
just simply because we don't know if they were on the plane to the island or if they were just on a plane with the dude. And it comes out. I'm sorry, but it's just me being overly cautious because I know that when you start listing names and it has to do with things such as child rape, people can't just rub that off. Like, you're going to be considered that even if you weren't that. So I'm a little iffy.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying, though, right?
I get what you're saying. So
Like, I mean, I don't
there's
like
a
your willingness to
specific-
throw Chris Rock out here,
I
but
mean, he's on multiple flights. He's on multiple. And he's on multiple flights with Kevin Spacey and people you normally wouldn't see him hang out with. All right? There's just a lot of like eyebrow raising things on that manifesto. Okay? But I'll go with you. We won't talk about who's on what flight. I would even say let's.
No.
I would even tell the. I would even tell the chat.
I just think it's good enough. I just think it's good enough to know that this dude had high-powered people, and those high-powered people had they wanted anonymity, but that was leaving them. So there is a very big case for all of the names that have been thrown out, except for I don't believe Chris Rock has the pull to get somebody whacked in jail. But
No. But I think there was a big group phone call, a conference call with all these powerful people. Trump on it, Clinton's on it, probably the heads of a couple of corporations and CEOs and what have you.
I'm just saying, when you start throwing out things like Chris Rock, maybe it's just me being a little protective.
I think you're being protective.
But it's just simply like, no, because you can like Jinx just said, I can be on a bus going to the same place as someone about to do horrible things, going to the same place. That doesn't mean I know or am a part of what he is doing.
We won't know until there's,
information, if it ever comes out.
I didn't want to believe the Kevin Spacey stuff. I had a friend of mine tell me a Kevin Spacey story from like years ago, and I didn't believe her. Affected our friendship, and then Kevin Spacey got, and then Kevin Spacey gets acquitted in the most House of Cardsy bullshit way, and then he's on those flights too. I'm just saying, there's a lot of, well, if anything ever comes out of it, because I think it's buried with Epstein, but if anything comes out of it.
I do too. I think it's possibly the biggest thing that could come out that I've heard. Just what's in his notes, because they also believe that he had like recordings and tapes of like he was keeping tabs on people in his island and shit like that. If that's the case, God knows what the fuck could be out there as far as information. But I'm just not going to speculate just yet.
But Trump and Clinton, I don't know. I'm not saying that the Clintons gave the call. I'm saying that the Clintons planned. I'm saying that the Clintons are the ones who made the phone. Okay, how do I say this?
Well, I would say show me the article, Bad Grandpa, where it showed the incident and that actually can prove that the incident happened exactly as Trump says it did. Because I have pictures of Trump with underage girls biting his lip.
Why do you have?
Yeah, because they released him like a week ago when this Epstein shit first started up. So, I mean, I'm sorry, but we all know, no matter what you think of the president and how he's running the country, blah, 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 blah.
This has nothing to do with
none of that slant or balance or left-right bullshit. That man is a creep. The way he talks about creeps and just handles, by the pussy, women, like, we know he's a fucking creep. And he loves beautiful women to the point where he just can't keep his hands off of them. Sometimes he just walks up and he just grabs them. So I'm personally not gonna believe that's go. So
yeah, this isn't a left or right thing.
Yeah.
Now I think
both the motherfuckers are guilty. That's the point I was making.
So do I. I think the Clintons. I think the Clintons had that dude killed. I think they made the call. I think they were like, "Hey, Steve Jail, get down there, pull a number 7."
Lord Jesus,
because Hillary has the contacts and connections for that, being that she was a senator for New York. I don't know. It's just my own little theory. Pull a number 7, Steve Jail, get down there. You can't tell me after the whole Steve Jail thing that the possibilities are just endless. You know what I mean? That is like some fucking. Oh, we got a New York Post article.
Well, first of
Bad
all,
grandpa.
I was gonna type it, but the New York Post has ties to Trump and has many times released articles to try to distance and benefit Trump when he is in trouble. So I'm gonna need somebody
Yeah,
else.
the New York Post.
Yes, the New York Post. That's not the New York Times. If it was the New York Times, I might give it a little bit more credence. But even that article that I read from Steve Jail, I still need to see a little bit more on that before I can even believe it. So,
It's too funny it's so funny that I just believe it. Your theory came from Trump, and that scares me. Oh no. I think Trump is in on it too. Like I think Trump was just like, "Hey, Hillary and Bill, fix this."
he's just saying that was who first said it in the public sphere. Like actually came out and just said it that has prominence was Trump making his crazy conspiracy theories, which they may not be that crazy, but at the same time, you have no proof.
Yeah.
You have no proof. You can't say that shit as the president of the United States when you don't have proof.
No, he's saying it because he knows. You know what I mean? He's saying it because he knows, because he's in on it.
Yeah,
It's like
he's like, guys, I can show you the text message.
I can show you the text message.
I can show you the text message. I told Bill to take care of this motherfucker because we
That's
be
the
touching
point,
kids.
Jinx. Wait,
Like,
Jinx. If you know me and everything I stand for, these people don't fucking hate each other. Okay, they broadcast that they hate each other, but they fucking don't.
Yeah,
it's all
I'm with Red on this one.
It's a fucking circus, dude.
It is a circus. I mean, there are pictures
just a fucking show
of that as well. Them shaking hands and having a good old time. And that's why I keep telling people that the whole left versus right thing.
It's a fucking illusion.
It's an illusion. Because you can look at the left versus right shit, but then you look at what actually gets passed in the legislation and who does what. And if you follow back the legislation, you'll see who actually proposed the bill, and it wasn't the same people pushing for it to get through. And then you'll see the Democrats in the news talking about how they disagree with this and disagree with that. But if you pay attention to what bills get passed, they may disagree, but even in the House, which the Democrats control, it's still going through, even though it's a right wing out of bounds legislation that hurts so many people. I mean, that's how they're getting all the banks and shit deregulated. So I mean,
on TV they play like they hate each other, when really behind the scenes they get on a plane of a billionaire. They get on a billionaire's plane. They go to an island together and they fuck kids
with goat heads. With goat heads on.
With goat heads on. I want to think with goat heads on too. Like real goat heads or like fake ones?
I would say real ones.
Like real ones?
I would hope they went for authenticity. Like if you're going to go all the way off the rails, you might as well keep it legit while you're doing it, I guess. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
No, but the Trump and the Clintons don't hate each other. It's all for show.
No, it's all I do believe that it's all for show. And that's why whenever we start talking like left versus right bullshit, I always say the establishment, because the establishment isn't left or right. It is both.
And Carlin believed that there were puppet masters, people ahead of the president. Bill Hicks said that his theory was once you become president, they put you in a movie theater and they show you the Zapruder film from an angle you'd never seen before. And then they just repeat Kennedy getting his head blown off. And then a big guy in a suit stands up with a cigar in his mouth and says, "Any questions?" It's true, though. I mean, you want to talk conspiracies for a second? Look at Epstein. Just this whole Epstein case, we can all look at each other and go, "Yeah, he got killed," but there's nothing we can do about it. What, are we supposed to trust the FBI? The FBI look into it? They lost 30,000 of Hillary's emails.
Butter emails. These fucking emails.
I'm just saying, they did, though.
Yeah, they did. No, fact is that they did. But it's just so much of a thing now that it has, it literally has no credence. Like it can never be taken seriously.
It doesn't have any credence. No, it's just, but they did. Right. They lost. Exactly.
Hey, we did that in tandem. We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing. One of us colored.
For all of us, for all we know, it was the head of the FBI that made the call. You know, send Steve Jail down there, pull a number 7. Fact of the matter is, somebody sent Steve Jail down there and pulled a number 7. I like this. I like Steve Jail and the whole number 7 thing. I'm sticking to it.
Steve Jail. I'm gonna need. Oh my God! Low
I mean,
key, I think he's still alive on his island. Bad grandpa. He could be. He could be. Yeah.
Hitler didn't kill himself. Truth. They let Hitler get away. Hitler died in the 80s. I said it. I don't know if that's true. That's a conspiracy.
I, for one, as time passes, I believe that conspiracy more and more.
What, that Hitler survived till the 1980s?
That he went to South America. And that he survived way longer than we were told.
I like to think he went out a coward's death.
Oh, and, I would definitely love to believe.
You know, as far as my people go, I'd like to just believe that.
Okay, Bad Grandpa, you're getting off the rails. You're getting off the rails. Elvis and Michael Jackson are definitely dead.
They don't care about. See, they don't care about entertainers because entertainers do not have any influence. They can only make the rich richer. But once they've like lost their usage, like they are just as expendable. You know what I mean? So like Elvis and Michael Jackson died. Cool. Let's Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake. Oh, they die. Miley and Drake. Drake grooming Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh my God! How many times are you going to bring this up? What is it?
Okay,
you know what? Explain this to me because I've heard it in those words, but I want to know how he was grooming.
Okay, I'm gonna send you a YouTube. I'm gonna send you a video. Let's do that. I'm gonna send you a video, and if you don't think there's no grooming going on, then I'll just drop it. But here we go. Here, I'll send you this link.
No, it's not that. I just want you to explain it to me so that I don't have to pull up anything that's gonna get the video taken down on YouTube when I upload it. Just explain to me what's happening. I don't want you to show it.
I don't want you to show it on the chat. I don't want you to show it.
I'll watch it once we're done. But you explain to me in your words what's happening and why.
What's happening is Millie Bobby Brown. We all know her as 11 from Stranger Things.
Millie Bobby Brown.
She is being interviewed on the red carpet by like Access Hollywood or Entertainment Tonight, one of those stupid fucking shows. And they get into like her being friends with Drake.
Okay, I'm there. I'm with you.
And how she just loves Drake.
Okay.
And how they met in Australia, and she's going to Atlanta. But during this interview, it is revealed that they text back and forth, and Drake says stuff like, I miss you. And she says stuff like, I miss you more. But he says, I miss you. Now, this is a 33-year-old man telling a 13-year-old, I miss you. And
that's creepy.
And that she admits that Drake helps her with boys.
Okay. All right.
And when they ask, well, what are those text conversations? What is those text messages like? She says, well, let's just leave it in the text message conversation. But you got a 33-year-old man texting a 12, 13-year-old, I miss you, and giving advice about boys.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say that doesn't look good. I'm going to go ahead and say that. That doesn't look good. But I'm going to have to go ahead and see that interview. I just want to see it. I don't doubt what you're telling me because that sounds like some Earth shit. So just all in all.
I sent you the link.
Yes, I did receive it. And I will be watching and checking up on this and
then
seeing what I can find.
I think they made a little bit of hoopla for it with it for like a day or two. and then fucking Millie's parents came out and with defense. But you gotta understand, people drop their kids off at Neverland Ranch, so you can't really believe any type of parent of a famous kid or an actor or whatever, or just any parents of a kid that's getting something from a celebrity.
We can go over the whole Michael Jackson thing another time, but I honestly don't. I don't think he touched those kids.
I mean, I don't think he did either. But like my point is, parents put their kids in terrible
Awkward
positions,
situations,
awkward
yes.
situations.
Yeah.
Those parents did.
Yeah.
Now, whether Michael Jackson did anything to him or not, I don't know. I don't think he did. I think he had oh God, what's that disease? It's a disease where your like brain doesn't age, or your brain loses maturity, and you go into like a adolescent type of personality.
I personally think it's way simpler than that. It's the fact
Oh,
that I think that he was always infatuated with childhood because he never had one.
yeah. Well, that's how
And
this disease.
that's basically just it. And like all the kids, like every kid that has come out saying that he touched them, not only have they recounted their stories, but even that documentary that came out like a few months ago.
Oh, those two guys.
Those
one
two
of them,
dudes are full of fucking shit.
Those two dudes are full of shit. One of those dudes is who Britney cheated on Justin Timberlake with. And he had ties with Prince. He got into Prince's inner circle and he fucked over Prince, and Prince threw him out. And he's had several instances in the music business where he like breaks trust with people, and they throw him out. He's got a history of being shady. The other guy actually recounted his statement.
Yeah.
And said he was being paid bukus to
Yeah.
say that shit. Jinx, she's 15. Not that makes it any better. I had to look her age up. This interview took place in Access Hollywood posted it September 17th, 2018. So roughly a year ago. So she did that interview at 14. So she was like 14 when she was texting with Drake. I mean, we're talking about conspiracies. I don't think it's a conspiracy. I think Drake is a pervert, but you know. I don't.
Bean Bum, what's going on, brother? How you
having
doing?
Having a 14-year-old's number in your phone
Yeah, that just automatically doesn't lead to good things.
and texting "I miss you."
Yeah.
Now, if she had said "I miss you" first, okay, but like he texted that to her first. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
We're
I needed more
When
information.
Millie Bobby Brown turns 18 and she starts dating Drake, then you'll know, Mighty, because that's what grooming's for.
Well, thank you, Alito, for the follow. I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, for joining us that just jumped in. I'm not sure if there was I didn't see a raid thing go off, but apparently a bunch of people just joined. So thank you all for joining. We're sitting here talking about random things going on in America and then conspiracy
You
theories.
go back to Epstein?
No, I think we're done there. Oh, well, that is quite the raid. That is
very nice.
Yes. That is 15. Holy hell. Rika, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, Polka? Even Pokemon can say that. Holy shit. And Alito, thank you again. Callie Raid. See, Callie is a real streamer, unlike us. Like, she brings it all the time. Like, she has tons of people in her chat and everything, while we're over here talking about conspiracies and children in a island that we don't want to talk about. I'm just saying.
Heard it better, buddy.
Don't ruin the raid. Don't ruin
the raid now.
Don't you do it, motherfucker.
Why are they talking about children? Shut up, Mighty.
Yep. Hey, you're the one that also brought up Drake and Millie Bobby Brown.
Because that's like two celebrities, and people need to know more about that. Like, people can, like, here, can I post the YouTube link up in the chat?
Yeah.
Am I even a moderator? I don't even know.
Yeah, I think you're a mod, but I don't know if you actually need to be.
Oh, this is at 34 seconds. Hold on. I got to do it.
All right.
Here we go. I need to get the link that doesn't have the timestamp on it. There we go.
I got Epstein chief pilot phone number. What? Uh-oh, even part-time dropped up in here.
What up, part-time?
Holy shit.
There you go, guys. There's the link where you can watch the cringy interview of Millie Bobby Brown pretty much putting Drake out there as being a creeper.
All right. And see, yeah, Red. See, there you go. You are a mod.
Hey!
Hey,
All
exterminate.
right,
What's going on, my guy? What is going on?
Bad people.
Oh, no. Oh, no. If Vulpix.
What's he going to DM you?
He said he has Epstein chief pilot phone number.
Really? Can we call him?
Exposed.
No, seriously.
Exposed.
Let's call that number here on stream.
Oh, exterminate. You definitely. The beginning of this. Crown S, thank you. The beginning of this specific podcast was hilarious. I was crying, laughing.
Let's just read it again.
No, I don't. Okay. I'm going to do
There's
it.
a New York Times article, guys.
I'm going to do it one more time. Being that we got everybody new in here so they could see how ridiculous this is. So, basically, they posted an article in the New York Times that, you know what, just with what we've been talking about, what Part-Time just posted is real creepy. Like, yeah,
Part-Time.
Yeah, I think Red agrees with me. So here we go. Here's the New York Times article that was posted. And so everybody knows it's in regards to the fact that Epstein was committed suicide while being detained in jail. So I'm sorry. This is really, it's crazy. So, quote, I was the guard on duty. When my shift ended, a new guard came. I'd never seen him before. I said, "What's your name?" And he goes, "Steve." And I said, "Steve what?" And he looks around for a sec and then said, "Jail. My name is Steve Jail." I was tired and that seemed legit, so I left, said a staff member speaking on condition of anonymity.
I was tired and it seemed legit. So Steve Jail.
Apparently, the person on duty that night was a new dude. Because let me back this up. I tried to come into this podcast even. Like, I wanted to not give too much credence to the conspiracy theories that have been thrown around by everyone, including our stupid president. And I didn't want to go the full route of negating all of the main conspiracy of, him being murdered by giving credence to the fact that it could just be criminal negligence. Criminal human negligence, which is rampant in these times. 2019 has basically been a year of negligence. So I was like, I want to play this even. But now you're telling me that some motherfucker named Steve ... Jail.
Wait, no, you got to do the ... look around.
Yeah, got to look around.
Jail.
Steve Jail was on duty. And now we need that's just a little bit too much. That pushes it a little far. So when I first read that article, I died. They actually had to come and revive me so that I could continue this podcast because that's just ridiculous.
Steve, what's your last name? Assassin.
Steve Assassin.
Steve Assassin. It's French.
Steve Assassin. And it's the fact that he was like, seems legit. Seems legit. So I left it with home. Nothing about that seems legit. nothing about it. But
So you can say that. I mean, you think, Mighty, that he was murdered? Because I think he was murdered.
Steve gonna kill dude. Yeah, gonna kill a
Steve
dude.
gonna kill dude.
Yeah, just random crazy shit. I swear.
Stretch.
So that led us to talking about the names that have already come out as on the manifesto, which led us to Red Nebula talking about how Drake was courting Millie Bobby Brown, and he was grooming Millie Bobby Brown.
There's the YouTube link.
And I asked him to explain it because he had said it before, like multiple times during other podcasts. And he's really concerned about it. So I asked him to let me know so that I could also be concerned, because, I mean, I don't like Drake personally. I mean, I don't dislike him. Get your money, bro. But
I've been tweeting to him now for like a year that he's grooming Millie Bobby Brown.
Okay, so you've made it your personal vendetta to just out Drake.
Because I don't like how people just forgot about it and let it go.
Okay. I mean, I get you, but this is your personal charge for justice and truth, is what you're telling me.
This is my Batman moment. Yes.
Okay. This is the hill that you have chosen to die on. I accept it.
I've chosen a lot worse, Mighty. I
get you. Let's see.
It was
Clearly, it was video games'
fault.
Yep. Epstein played
that's
Doki Doki Literature Club before the deed. Fuzzy, welcome. I'm glad you could join us today. I really
video
am.
Games. Fucking video games.
Talking video games. Insomnia my ass. Damn.
Mario Tennis killed Epstein. No, bro, I tell you, Mario Tennis, they ruined Mario Tennis.
So,
Nintendo Switch.
What I want to know is this the time?
No conspiracy.
Is this the time where we go to our second topic? Because I feel like we're gonna have a short episode today. Usually we go the hour 30, and I'm not sure if this can take us 30 more minutes, but it's something that Red has been going off on since Monday. Was it or was it over the weekend?
I've been doing this for a while. Yeah, over the weekend.
Over the weekend.
Yeah.
And what the topic is R.
You know
Kelly.
what? Don't even tell him. Just show him.
Okay. Here we go.
Let's get into it.
I got it. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America?
America.
Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back
Did you
with
get
Rob
your
to
shots?
America? America. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Who wants to come back with us to America? To America.
So
To America.
I mean, so Lord Jesus.
Too fucking funny.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Do you have a passport?
So this is my take. R. Kelly.
I didn't play the clip. This was Mighty's decision. I could have gone the whole episode without asking, do you have a passport?
Did you get your shots? How would you like to come back with Rob to America?
America.
To America.
America.
So, this is my thing. Let's talk about this, because when I saw the main interview that has been memed to death with R. Kelly, and he was pleading that he was innocent and all this shit, I still don't think this video proves that he wasn't innocent, but I would like to state that I had the thought during that initial interview of what if this guy is telling the truth?
Not anymore.
What if this guy is actually innocent and he's literally being crucified for a news cycle?
I
had the thought.
That video is his Steve Jail.
Steve Jail.
That's his Steve Jail video.
So, but this is my thing. It still doesn't, because he never said that he didn't house women. He never even said that he didn't love women, and he was a little creepy. But he did say that he did not hold them against their will. That's what the whole argument is about. So while that video is creep as fuck.
I mean, is it creep? All he's doing is just inviting a bunch of Ethiopian women back to America with him. I don't think it's creepy. You want to come?
I mean, I'm going to tell you like this. I have all the prerequisites to where I can go stay with Rob. And if Rob's price is right, I'm just saying. If the price is right, if the contract is looking good, your boy might have to do a stint.
I just love how it was like very specific. Do you have your passport? It's just like, that's what you need. Yeah. You need a passport and shot.
You need that passport. You need to make sure you get them shots. And then you can come back with Rob.
It is kind of creepy that he just brings it up like in a concert. Like after I Believe I Can Fly, that song hits. You know what I mean?
I need to see the longer version because I want to know where that started. Like, I want to know if that's actually it. Like, did he go from like, I believe I can fly, and then be like, and you can come with me back to America. Like, that's where I feel it's like, we'll see. I don't know. Why did Exterminate start saying like "screw you guys" when I started playing it?
I have no idea.
Exterminate did not seem happy that clip had made it into the podcast.
I don't know. Are you a big R. Kelly fan? He must be a big.
Oh, your ears. Oh, was it like super loud? I didn't think it was super loud. I thought it was like weak because he was on Monday's podcast. Well, yeah, that too.
Probably. But I just want it noted.
He had his passport.
And he had his shots.
Oh, damn you guys. No, I'm not a fan of him.
No, but Mighty wanted to bring it up today. I didn't want to bring it up today.
I feel like because we talked about Epstein, we kind of had to go there so that Dan could get it out of his system. Because this man literally opens up his day of chatting with me with, I have questions. Do you have your passport? And did you get your shots? Like,
that wasn't even how it started, because we talk on Facebook chat first. We talk on Facebook message, and I did send him if I did ask him if he had his passports in Facebook message.
And then he was like, "You need to get on video call now." And then he was like all serious and shit. And then he was like, "Look."
It's like, hey, Mighty, just a couple questions. Just a couple questions before we do the podcast. Do you have your passport? And did you get your shots? It was all just like that. Yeah. We have too much fun together. We really do.
We really do. I do believe we are forming a brotherhood.
Yes, we don't make any money.
Oh, no money. No money. Though, congratulations on your shirt sales, the black and white outline. I be seeing you post them.
Oh, yeah.
I be seeing you post them on Facebook, moving that product.
My friend Diane bought 2 shirts yesterday, and I actually gave her a buy 2 for 1 because she bought lunch. So she paid for 1, and I gave her 2 because she got lunch for me, and I had a lot to eat.
Yeah.
So
getting it out there. Yeah, getting it out there.
It was a good day. Where's Magneto? I don't know what that
Hey,
is.
he's probably with Rob in America.
In America.
In America. So,
And America doesn't really have anything to do with that exterminate. Jinx is right, because that all took place in Ethiopia.
yes, where he could be hidden. where for some reason he thought the video would never get back to us, but it
Yeah.
has. And it's just awful forever. So
I think the worst thing to take away from that is the band, because the band is just proving that they're just collecting a check, and they don't care.
hey, I ain't hating. Collect the check. I
Yeah,
told
but
you if the contract right with Rob, I'll go see Rob.
We should write him. We should do that. Be like, we got passports. We don't need passports. We live here in America.
Dear Rob, we don't have passports, but we do have our shots, and we'd like to live with Rob in America.
I do have a passport, and I have gotten all my shots, Jinx.
Okay, so you could be the traveling ass.
I get
Like
I
he's
don't know,
the
I don't
he's
know.
the ass. You're the ass he can take with him on long trips.
I haven't, actually, I haven't I don't think I've gotten the shots for travel. I don't know.
Exterminate.
I've gotten,
Exterminate. You putting out some hefty threats, my guy. you putting out some hefty threats, my guy. I don't be fucking with that D2. Y'all know this. Y'all know this.
these two links.
I don't fuck with that D2 in America. That's all I'm saying.
Shadow Keep next month.
Go,
Where my
Punani.
Destiny 2 people at?
Carry on, Punani. Yeah. Indeed.
Part-time Shadow Keep next month.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, let's fuck up Mighty's podcast.
I hate
Hold
all of
on.
them.
Part-time. Stay in the chat.
Part-time's going to go watch a D2 stream because he doesn't care about friends.
Bam.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is
Okay.
for my boys.
Okay, so he wants to talk about D2. So here we go.
For
No,
my
it's
boys.
Destiny 2. So here we go. What is the reason that I should get Destiny 2 on my PC? What is the reason? Like, what do I have to truly look forward to with the new DLC?
Because your boys play it. Your boys play it.
You don't play it on computer.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah, so
No, but there's going to be cross-play. At some point. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I'm just making shit up.
Part-time plays it. Yes, yeah, you get that, Jinx? How like there's no real reason being thrown out here. I was opening up and I was being serious.
No. I was
I was
just
being
kidding.
completely serious.
I was just kidding about talking about Destiny. We don't have to talk about Destiny. We can go back to Epstein and
No, we're
we
done.
can go
We're
back
done with
to the
them.
conspiracies. We can go back to those. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you. No, I was just kidding about talking about Destiny. I don't care.
Oh, well, I don't know. We gained one viewer when I said D2. So that made me think maybe we needed to go into Destiny.
If you say D2, a Destiny fan will pop in and think it's think it's. What about the new Colossus poem being revised? Did you hear that?
No. Actually, yes, I did. And but it's not officially being revised.
No, but it's just the fact that somebody would be pretentious enough to like change or just come out and be like, here's my version of the Statue of Liberty poem, because they're fucking assholes.
Yeah.
That's all that is for that. Here, let me go to the US. I'm on CNN right now.
Oh God, don't go to CNN.
We're a month away. We are a month away from Raid Area 51. Do we still think it's happening?
No. I don't think so. I wouldn't say that I'd be upset if it did, just because that would be interesting to me. Also, Paula, it's been a minute, Lord Jesus. And just so people know, if you hear me say Lord Jesus randomly, it's because Paula has decided that she was going to play a drinking game to the podcast. And so every time that I say Lord Jesus, you don't have to do one for that, by the way. That was just me explaining.
No, she has to.
She has to take a shot. Now she's very new to drinking, so I'm not trying to push her over the
Oh, let's do
ledge.
it, Lord Jesus.
So rip,
Lord Jesus.
So no, we're not gonna push her over the edge. She's a tiny girl.
It will teach her not to drink. So I'm gonna
Oh.
take it from me. Take it from me, Paula. It'll be 4 years in November since I've had a drink. You don't want to drink. I'm
She's 4'10".
She's about Misty's height.
Yeah.
About Misty's height. Misty, get in here. Y'all didn't hear that, but
So I'm literally, I'm not even having her take shots. Really, she's
my
more
wife-
like taking sips. I'm not even.
My wife just told me to fuck myself. So
Oh no, Misty.
she's asleep.
Is she asleep? Oh my God! Why would you do that? You got in trouble the other week.
Mighty, it's fucking noon.
Hey, people got weird schedules these days, man.
I guess. Sweetie. Yeah, no.
Uh-oh. So cute and petite. Uh-oh. So it burns. Yes, it does. But it's the burn that will warm your heart and soul.
Whiskey? Are you doing? Yeah. What are you drinking?
She's doing whiskey.
Oh, come on! It don't burn. What type of whiskey we going?
Dad's like, I drink 151 on the regular. That shit don't burn.
Back in my day, I just drank straight gasoline.
You could run a diesel off my asshole. And like, what the fuck? Oh, Lord Jesus, Lord Jesus. Oh, shit. I said it. I'm sorry. At least you're taking those baby sips.
Castor's 51 whiskey. I've never heard of Castor's 51 whiskey.
Yeah, because that shit is below the bottom rail.
That
shit is like in the basement, and you literally have to dig to get to it.
Of the liquor store.
Store. Yeah.
Not even of the house.
That's that Amazon Prime whiskey. Part-time. That's hilarious. Great value brand whiskey. That's awesome.
Amazon Prime whiskey. Oh, Jesus.
You don't even have to dig it up anymore. They just send the drone and just drop it on your front lawn. Dollar store whiskey.
I just pictured somebody with like a gun pointing it at the drone. I bought my whiskey.
Oh, that's just a whiskey bird, Ma.
I think I'm gonna go to bed as fuck by the end.
After Friday, though. No, that's good. That's good. I think I'm going to bed as what the wait? Huh? What? I think I'm going to bed as fuck by the end of this. Going to bed as fuck. And we have reached the pinnacle, ladies and gentlemen. Paula, you no longer have to go along with the game.
That's sweet.
You've already won. Yes,
that's sweet tea. Are we sure it's whiskey and not moonshine? It could be moonshine. I don't know. Has anybody ever had Texas moonshine? That shit will knock you on your ass.
I haven't. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. Being that I haven't drank in 6 months.
Good job.
Yeah. Thank you. Being that I haven't drank in 6 months and I'm losing weight just from the shit I'm doing, I'm pretty sure the next time I look at a beer bottle, I'm gonna be tipsy, like a freshman blonde. Like I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna get rocked. But we're still at least probably another 10 months away from when I decide to try to drink again. So
I would just stay away from it completely, my dude.
Go drunk, you're home.
Go drunk, you're home. Part-time with the bangers today.
I think
Fucking
typing's
Amazon,
impaired. What? Typing's not impaired too much because you still got that apostrophe. That apostrophe is a sign that you're still doing okay.
That's true.
Because drunk fingers don't have time to hit that apostrophe or any of the just chug the rest and put it away. Well,
Why are you?
I don't think you should have chugged.
What's
Oh,
what's the occasion, Paula, of all that?
She's at home alone with nothing to do. That's basically it.
You know, do you have weed? I would smoke weed more than I would drink. Back to driving, just listening for now. Thank you, Exterminate.
Hey, thank you, Exterminate, for always being here, man. I appreciate
Do you have your passport? Exterminate. Did you get your shots? Exterminate. Just for his ears. I just wanted him to get pissed.
You put it away, but it's about to put you away.
Parents' asses are far from home. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, we got one of them.
She is of age, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Okay, she's not doing this. I wouldn't be promoting this.
I was like, I can't be dogging Drake. When
She is 23 years old.
Okay.
You know,
Jesus.
if Fatherly Vicious would have come out if she was underage. Fatherly Vicious would have been like, you put that bottle back. You have no sense having that. Now there is no reason for you to have that bottle.
I was about to get pissed at you.
Yeah.
I was like, we just did criticize. I just let me criticize Drake for like an hour,
How do I know so much about Paula? What do you think? No, I'm just like that is Kate's sister. My wife. That's my wife's sister.
Oh.
Yes.
Well.
And also, we do have a third show that's going to start up on the channel. I didn't think it would be this one, but actually I'm not sure if it's going to be on this channel. I think we're going to start doing it on Facebook and Instagram. And it's a show that I started with my wife, and it's called Pillow Talk. And, and basically, we're going to just shoot episodes before we go to sleep and just post them up and talk about the random shit that we talk about before sleep. And sometimes when she's drunk. So.
And there's also The Fix coming in on my channel with Mighty, and we'll be talking about gaming and just pretty much everything gaming. The Digital Dose. I'm sorry, The Digital Dose. That's what we called it, right?
Yeah, The Digital Dose.
The Digital Dose.
Digital Dose with Dan Danzy.
Yeah. And then we're just going to be talking video games. Maybe even playing video games. Not even sure. That's right, Mighty. Your PlayStation's like upstairs.
And my wife stated, Jinx, being that Red can't really join us for the anime podcast, because you don't watch anime, right?
I don't.
Yeah, he doesn't watch anime.
I did watch the new Rocco's Modern Life movie on Netflix, and it was absolutely fucking hilarious, and I totally recommend the Rocco's Modern Life movie on Netflix. Go ahead.
Thank you. I didn't know that it had dropped yet, and I will go check that out.
Yeah.
So, actually, my wife is going to join me and Jinx for the anime podcast that we're going to start. So, that should be fun. And my wife is extremely shy, and she doesn't really want to be in front of a camera, and she's super self-conscious, but I told her to shut that shit up, and that she's going to be in the podcast, and she'll be fine. And as she's drinking, she'll become more fine until she becomes belligerent. So it'll be a fun time on those podcasts.
I want a s'mores Pop-Tart.
No, I'm eating s'mores Pop-Tart. Okay, first of all, the Pop-Tarts are disgusting.
You're disgusting.
Probably, but I'll accept it as long as it's general knowledge. Pop-Tarts are horrible.
They are wonderful.
I used to be enthralled with the idea of eating Pop-Tarts, and then I got a Pop-Tart, and I was like, this is awful. Why do people eat this?
Because they're delicious, Mighty. I eat them
goddamn.
all the time.
He said, local weeb crawls out of hole. I heard anime. Goddamn. Yes, soon. I'm not sure if it's going to be basically next Monday or if it's going to be the Monday after. But we are going to do the anime podcast. Our topics for that will be to name off the top 10 series and top 10 movies of anime, which if you're in the Discord, you've seen that we already have been pretty much doing that anyway. But yeah, it'll be a nice in-depth talk about anime and all the tropes that I hate and all the things that make my wife hate me when talking about anime, because I'm a snob. That's what it comes down to. When it comes to music and when it comes to movies, I'm a snob. I don't like to accept shit, and I won't accept shit just for the thrill of escapism. I prefer people to make good shit and to be praised for that good shit. You know? What do you think, Red, other than the fact that you're over there looking like Grumpy Cat right now?
Hmm?
You just said, look at that frown. That's so
It was a thinking man's frown.
Oh, well, what you thinking about? Because you might need to change topics.
I don't know. I just don't know anything about anime, so I was like thinking about like pigeons and shit. I was just thinking of animals in my head. You know.
I think we should also talk about the state of anime and what's been changing. Yeah, that as well. And I was just saying that my wife is going to join us for that episode. And yes, Ponyo is on my list, by the way, for movies. So,
I like Pokemon.
Ain't nobody got time for that shit. No, I'm just playing. I'm playing Red.
That's not like
Everybody has time for Pokemon, apparently.
That's the only anime I watched. That's an anime, right?
I mean, considered, yes. Yes. It's an anime.
I tried to watch Attack on Titan, but like it started off really good, and then kind of.
And then they started talking.
Then they started talking. Yeah.
Yeah. You have seen One Punch Man, right?
I've drank punch with a man before.
Well, that didn't sound right. So, what I'm going to say is you should at least go on Netflix and watch the first season of One Punch Man. I promise you, you will like it.
What's it about?
I feel like to tell you would be to ruin it.
It's about a guy that just one punch people. Like he just punches people.
You know what? Yes. And now go watch it. That's all I would want to tell you, because that's in the title. Bruh, they do it really smart.
Wait, does it have any relation to Punch Drunk Love?
No.
Well, then I'm not.
Sir, go watch the fucking thing.
If it has nothing to do with Punch Drunk Love.
Be entertained. Be entertained, or in my mind, you will never be as great as Bill Burr. Because even Bill Burr.
I'll never be.
Oh, come on, man. You got to have aspirations. Jesus Christ. Don't let me talk to you like this. Like,
I'm very much a pushover. I'm not going to be as good as Bill Burr. Stop it.
Wow. Look, all I'm saying is if Bill Burr can watch it and like it with how many neuroses and objections to modern times as that motherfucker has, you should be able to watch it and enjoy it.
Well, if I put on anything on Netflix right now, I'm going to go to sleep, and I need to get coffee in me, and I need to get my day started.
Okay, well, and I guess
watch when I get home tonight.
All right, well then, what I'll say is I'm gonna look for someone to raid, and
Joji girl playing Destiny 2, though.
Yeah, but Zacharine is playing Team Fortress, and Zachy gets my vote. I'm always a fan of Zachy.
Think we should let the chat decide, but whatever.
Okay, okay. Well, chat, do you have any suggestions?
I was just kidding. You can rate whoever the fuck you want to.
Good.
Go for Joji girl. Joji girl. Does this make you angry, Mighty?
No. The only thing about Destiny that ever gets me upset is when people try to tell me that it's a good game, and when that comes in, I'm like, you know what? Shooting mechanics wise, it is a good game. But you know what also it is? It's a game made by money grubbers who basically have shed on their fan base and put out a shitty product that my friends, for some reason, will continue to back for the simple purpose that there's a gun and that you get to pew-pew. But I will always defend my friends' rights to pew-pew. So there you go. That's just where we are.
It all worked out.
It did.
Yes,
So-
pubes.
Pew pew. Let me see here. You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and do Zacharine. And so, thank you everybody who came through. I definitely appreciate all of you, and I'm very happy that you were able to join us. Red, anything you need to say?
Drake was grooming Millie Bobby Brown. It was happening. Drake's a pervert, pedophile.
Wow. Okay, well, I'm
Call
gonna go.
that hotline, motherfuckers.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit the outro on this, and I will catch up with you guys a little bit later.
I mean, what is this? Ninjas, drug pushers, my men being kidnapped and murdered? This is really beginning to get on my tits.